Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Ooh.
I think we could make that a new thing that we do on the Big Show, fellas. What do you reckon?
I hate belching.
Do you like burping?
No. Are you a belcher?
No.
No.
Not at all.
No, neither am I.
Neither.
Don't like a belch.
Come on, Keezy.
I've
seen you after 4 beers.
Belching.
Yeah, but if it's gassy from beers,
Well,
you're allowed
that's
to have a quiet belch.
Gassy.
I've had a lot of mates over the years that were massive belchers. Yeah. What was that? What was that show? What was that great movie with all the nerds and
Revenge
stuff?
of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. And
Yeah,
there was
Booger.
that one Booger. Yeah, Booger.
Yeah.
And I just find it the most disgusting thing.
I'm glad to know that.
You would hate
Now
to.
it's time to drop in some belches. Because you can do some pretty horrendous ones, some real good ones.
Well, this is the thing, right? My mates, 2 of them, they developed a habit together from working together where they'd add their own voice underneath going,
Yeah. And they talk while they're belching.
yeah.
Yeah.
but just a regular burp, they go,
I can do that when I'm farting.
We used to get, at boarding school, we used to get like cartons of milk.
Yeah, and jerk
And
each
I had a
other
mate
off.
that would and it would always be slightly warm. And there was always my one mate who will remain nameless, who would every morning scull it and then do a big, warm, milky beer belch.
gross.
And that just makes me go, no, fuck
Now that I'm
off.
thinking about it, it's getting funnier by the second, actually.
Belching.
I'm just
can
thinking
make
of those
myself
real
burp.
big ones. Yeah.
I can't even really make myself burp.
I used to do it all the
Okay.
time as a kid. It was one of those things,
Oh, no.
when you're a kid, it's one of those things you had to learn how to do, like whistling
Yeah.
and like all those little things. One of them was learning how to make yourself burp.
Can you guys curl your tongue?
Yeah.
Everyone can do that. Roll. What do you mean? Ooh. You just did it to me, so I did it back, and you guys, ooh.
So sexually
Charged.
graphic and charged.
What, me
Geezy.
killing my tongue?
And pointing it at me.
Ugh.
I was just,
And there's another thing I saw today that only like 10% of, you remember the Cubs thing?
We will do our best.
best.
Yeah.
Cubs, will you do your best?
We will.
Kayla.
We will
will
do
you
our
join-
what the
best.
hell is that?
Where you join your thumb and the small finger and you do only a very small portion of people can do that.
Really?
Yes.
Pug son?
Can you do that?
A very small portion,
You
aka.
mean you can't
I
do
can't
it.
do it. But I did read today, weirdly enough, that only like 10% or something of the population can do it.
And 100% of the people that can't do it have got massive downstairs.
That's what I read.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit fact. If
That-
10%
yeah.
of the population can do it and 3 of us can and you
I've
can't.
never been able to do that. That's why I was never a good cub.
Is a cub a scout?
Yes.
It's
Right.
Before you're a scout,
before
you're
you're
a cub.
a scout, you're a cub.
Right.
Before you're a scout, you're a cub.
Kayla,
What?
we will do our best. Cubs, will you do your best? We will do. Actually,
Ours was we will do our best.
yes.
So you both were cubs?
Yeah.
Yes, and I was also Boys Brigade,
No.
which was
What's
like
that?
That's like the,
Hitler Youth.
yeah, like that.
It was a little bit like we were all in black.
And you were taught to do army stuff.
Little
Well,
Gestapo.
you know, it was-
Well, it's actually the Girls' Brigade. So your Girls' Brigade and Scouts, the fact that they had Boys' Brigade was frowned upon.
Right.
I don't even know how I got into that, but I know that it was outside the school
Right.
because Cubs was at the school.
I hated it.
So did I.
Yeah, I hated it. I could never nail which hand to salute with or whatever. I'd always get that. I remember distinctly when I got, you do your thing, your ceremony to be in as a cub.
Yes.
I remember getting that wrong.
Yeah.
And the cub master, who was a woman, incidentally, she just laughed and said, "It's all right, he'll get it," to my mum. Now, my mum used to go drop me off, and then she'd get fish, and her and my brother would get fish and chips on the way home.
Yeah.
Then they'd pick me up when I get home and they've fucking been in the warming drawer of the oven for 2 hours. Absolute shit.
Yes.
So that was another reason why I hated it.
That would suck.
And it was the same night as Magnum PI. So I always miss Magnum PI.
What I remember about Cubs is our Cubs room stank.
Right.
Of what?
Just
Like piss?
Ass.
yeah, I don't even know.
Burps.
And I don't think I ever achieved a badge.
No, I didn't get one.
But I stole heaps.
What? So what? You'd steal someone's
You're
not
thief.
tying badge?
Yeah,
You're
no,
thievery.
not someone's. They'd have like
Oh, they'd have them and
they'd
you
have
didn't earn them.
and yeah, you'd
Rather
have
than
to
earning
do
them, you'd steal them. That's
I'd
a great
just
idea.
steal them.
That's
yeah.
like at our school, at our intermediate, there you had your sweater, and then down you get the ribbons for things you'd achieved, like if you got excellence and
Yes.
stuff. And
Yeah,
people
yeah,
would
yeah.
walk around with all the ribbons down their arm. I had none.
Yeah.
So I became a guy that never wore sweaters
Good on you.
because I was
man.
never cold, but it's really because I didn't have any ribbons.
And thus your asthma.
And thus my
issue.
asthma.
Your asthma and your colds all the time.
Do you think? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? People walking around with all the accolades on their arm at school. Isn't
Oh,
that a
no,
bit
Well,
weird?
it worked
some
though,
people
didn't it?
loved it.
A lot
People
of
loved
people would make them strive, but for you, it just made you not wear that item of clothing.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So other people would have strived. You just went
Well, it's
cold.
like, I'll be like, oh, maybe I will strive. Then I take a closer look at what they've got, and it's like, oh, you got excellence in physics, extra.
First 15. Did you have a different colour for representing the school in the first team?
Yeah, sorry, that was the only one I had was the first 15 one. That was
Right.
it. I had one.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
We had bars.
Yeah, they were little bar ribbon
Yeah.
things. That's
no,
right.
well, there's no ribbon involved. It was just literally like if you got a school blue, for example.
It was just blue.
It was just a blue.
Ours had what it was embroidered into it.
Right.
Like a 1 centimeter wide little ribbon thing in
Yeah.
your shoulder there. And some people had to start on their other shoulder.
Right.
Not me.
Not all keysy.
Just the first 15 one.
I have never kept any award I've ever been given. And there's been plenty.
I was waiting for the second
What
part.
kind of awards would you have gotten?
Well,
What was your last award?
at school I got shitloads of stuff, but I
Yeah,
never.
certificates don't count. But
Uh,
what
but
of
badges
what
and
of
stuff.
substance did you get? Not
Oh,
like
don't
not
say
like
poet.
most improved
Don't say best poet.
I've
and
never-
only poet in the school
I've
badge.
never kept any radio awards.
Radio awards.
Well, we
Yeah.
haven't won one.
Yeah, we have. I got a certificate the other day.
Yeah,
That
it
was for
being
getting nominated.
That was a finalist.
that was for something in the ACC.
Oh yeah, for
Oh, when there's 20 people.
but, you
I
know,
was also
yeah,
part of that as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Congrats.
yeah,
Congrats.
way to go, Jay.
Well, yeah,
And-
but I mean, as an individual, Joe, it's not something where somebody else has had an idea, put in all the work, and then you turn up on Wednesdays.
Yeah, but no, that's not what it was for. But no, seriously, I never keep any of that stuff. I'm sure my mum would.
What do you mean, any of that stuff? What
Well, like certificates and qualifications and all that sort of shit.
have you got qualifications?
Are you
Oh,
qualified?
I'm qualified, man.
As
Don't you
what?
worry about it.
And don't
a-
mention your
as a-
honorary radio certificate.
As
Yeah.
a doctor of radio.
No, you
Have
weren't.
have
That
you-
place can't even give those out. That place does diplomas.
Have you kept your yellow towel that we got for you the other week?
I don't know where it is.
Oh,
Oh my
bullshit.
god! Are you
I
serious?
actually
got
don't.
it. Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually don't know where it is.
He knows.
So Pugs and Mike go out of their way to organise that from the Comedy Fest.
I know where it is. It's on the brown leather chair in my room, next to the sex swing.
Yeah, the mung
Oh,
rag.
you're using it as a jazz rag. It's disgusting. Pointy J.
That's what Denzel Washington said. Did I tell you about this? Denzel Washington. I did. Asked about his Oscar, where he keeps his Oscar.
Yes.
And he said, next to the,
The other one.
one.
Yeah, how good.
What a bad
So
thing.
good. Do you reckon if we started now and we said in a year's time we have to have a competition who can get the most awards?
That's quite a good thing.
You know what I mean?
Where do you get an award?
But it can be anything. So like, I could win the best baking competition at the weekend. That counts.
Best baking competition.
You know, like you just have to try and get as many best awards.
Yeah, but who's, like in that case, the best baking competition, who's holding that competition?
Like an A&P show.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Like
It
you go to
has,
these
it has to be
things.
something. It can't be amongst the three of us.
No.
Except for the throbber at the end of the year. That
What
counts.
about best bobby calf?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, best Bobby Calf. Absolutely.
And like best lamb, like most best presented lamb, things like that. And then we meet up at the end of the year and go, all right, here are all the awards I've won this year.
yeah, no, that's pretty good.
That's quite a good idea, isn't it?
What about?
God, it sounds like a lot of effort though.
because I don't.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to do it.
No. neither.
I don't keep them.
I'm just not going to wear that jersey.
Did you keep
But you're still the winner of it. You don't need to keep it.
your best actor award, Jace?
Chapman Trip, I won.
What the hell's that?
New Zealand
For-
Film
for-
and Television. I
it's for
won
theatre.
best short film,
Best short.
Although
which I wrote
yes, but you didn't.
and acted in.
You wrote and acted in it, but you didn't direct it or produce it, which means weirdly the producer gets that accolade, not
Sure.
you, which I think is bullshit.
Yes. There's been a few.
Well, you got nominated for Talkback.
Did I?
Well, the show did
Oh, they just handed
what?
any old award out
for
these
best
days.
comedy.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got
okay.
nominated for best comedy.
Didn't you guys go to the TV awards?
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. We had
No.
to write an acceptance speech, which we did in here. We did a video acceptance speech.
That's right.
In case we won it, which we did not. But Wellington Paranormal won it. And hard to beat, you know what I mean? Hard to beat.
Yeah.
So good.
Feeling a bit.
I won a carrot cake when I was 6. Does that count?
Yeah,
But I didn't
man.
even enter that raffle. I think Mrs. Coote entered it for me.
I've won a raffle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't even won a raffle. Like, I haven't won shit.
I've won a couple of scratchies.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of the last thing I won. It's like nothing. Oh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think when you win stuff and it's pure luck.
That doesn't count. Yeah, that's bullshit. And also, you can just buy heaps of scratchies until
Yeah,
you win.
I won $5, but then you also have to say that you lost.
This is so funny. I also remember wagging assembly a lot because I'd be like, I'm not going to get any certificates anyway. So why should I go to assembly?
Yeah, I mean,
don't remember.
I got meaningless ones like best
Oh,
poet,
okay.
Poet, yeah,
Yeah.
best all round senior boy. That's pretty good.
Best boy.
Best all round senior boy.
Was it like everything?
Like
The woman went
because
mad.
I was like, tennis champion, captain of the cricket, captain of the second 15 rugby, drama. I've won 4 drama awards at Dilworth.
There you go.
In a row. No one's ever done that or come close.
Yeah, there you go. Or come close.
Come close.
Some people have come close.
Hey, listen to the Hodaki Big
They
Show.
did in that dream that you had.
4 till
Very
7.
close.
Every day, weekday on Radio
Oh
Hodaki.
God!
What?
I should tell the people that dream one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. On our last ever show.